You are live. Good afternoon on this fateful August the 16th, right here at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time in the United States of the Great Americas. I'm glad to be with you this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending on where you're watching from. As you all know by now, I hope so. I am Pastor Willie, and I'm here with Kingdom Fundraisers Network. We're live. And as you know, every Wednesday morning we do the 1 minute prayer live, which is the ministry portion of the calling that God has placed on my life. But every Friday at 12 noon for the last, I don't know how many years, we've been coming to you. We began with what we called at that time the TGIFF, Thank God It's Faith Friday. And we began several years ago presenting Faith Friday tidbits as related to fundraising, coaching, and grant writing and all of those things. Back in August of 2022, I had back surgery, so I had to pull away for a season, and it really took me quite a while to come back, not because of my illness or whatever, but it just I needed to refocus. Although, as you all know, for the last 3-4 years, at least since 2021, we have been posting weekly and daily post as it relates to fundraising, grant writing, and all of those successes. We've been talking about coaching, counseling, consulting, whatever you may need to help get your vision off of the paper and onto the pavement to get you from startup to sustainability. And that's what we've really been doing. We got books that have been provided for you. And I hope you will go to my website, which is www.wepeatinc, and would go there and that you would um, get that and would post that on there. That's it right there, www.wepeatinc.com. Get your, hey, my brother's here this morning. Get get your, I'm sorry, but Mark, God bless you, good to see you. Get your 5 R's for successful fundraising. You can get it right there. And so I want to make sure that you're on top of that and that you're able to get what you need from us. Let me see if I can. I don't want to keep that on the screen, but if it's there, it won't hurt anything because you know who that is. Listen, you want to go get your 5 R's for successful fundraising. It's on there. You can get that, and it will give you tidbits. If you want, while you're on WePeat Inc., you can schedule a conference call with me and get your 10 mistakes that most fundraisers make. That's free to you. You can download that while you're making your appointment. You don't even need to make the appointment. Go to my webpage there. Get your free guide of the 10 mistakes that fundraisers make. Then go through the website, see what we do. Public speaking, we can offer opportunities to you. And there are some things that are available to you to help you on your fundraising, grant writing track or your trail or what your journey, should I use that term? Because that's really one of my favorite words. We got new things coming out for you any day now. I began yesterday. I'm really all week long. We've completed our Startup to Sustainability book. It's actually a book guide, a journey on how to go from startup to sustainability. It won't be released yet. I've got to send it in and get it edited and all of that, but it is complete. Um, and so there are so many things that really are coming before you real soon. We've completed our grant writing one-on-one course. That's going to be introduced in a minute. We have some discounts coming your way. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm delayed, and I'll explain why in a minute. But we've got some discounts coming to you to help you become a part of the Kingdom Fundraisers Network. That network will allow you to partner with me and me partner with you and provide services at a great discount, at a great discount that will allow you to network, find out from me, get some one-on-ones, get involved with my groups, and all of the things that's going to allow you to become a great kingdom fundraiser. And so please pay attention, look out, watch the post, you know, follow me on Facebook, Facebook, Pastor W. Pete, uh, Pastor W. Pete on Facebook. Let me write that in there. No, you got it. I don't want to keep putting things. Yes, I do. www.facebook.com/pastor WPETE. You can find me right there. There it is. Go to facebook.com, Pastor W. Pete. Join my Facebook page. Follow me, DM me, and then you can get some of the information that you're looking for to help you become the greatest fundraiser that you think you can be. Listen, I have made a journey trying to help people, and I'm giving away things. There are a lot of things I'm giving away. The one-on-ones, yes, but I'm making sure that, like today, that as we talk about sustainability or sustainable fundraising and being on compliance, the grant writing one-on-one course, it's a mini course that I'm going to make available to you. It is precise, it's clean. You can do it yourself. You can do it with me. I've got forms and letters. I've got things that you don't have to go through yourself to get this journey. And I'm on a mission. Listen, can I tell you that today? I am on a mission to make sure that you get your goals. I've learned that many people are looking for grants are not really qualified. This is why I do this every week, because I want to help you qualify for funding. It's one thing to say I want a grant or I need a grant, but it's another one to qualify for that, because funders will fund what they're looking for. So often we're looking for a grant and we're looking for people to give us a grant, but the difference in them giving you a grant, they're going to fund what they're looking for. So if they're looking to fund youth programs, then you need a youth program. Are you with me? And so those are the things that I think that need to happen. Those are the things that need to happen so that you will not be out there and, you're just going willy-nilly. So I want to keep reminding you of all of those things. Those are the things that take place when you're looking for funding. You want to match your vision with the funder that wants to fund a vision like yours. So what we do at WePete Inc., we assess your organization. That's called organizational development. We assess your organization. Then once we do that, we match your organization visions and goals with funders who have that same thing in mind. And then that helps you create a consistent cash flow. People say, well, we want to pay you, we want to have you hire you to do so. Will you write yourself in the grant? No, that's not allowable. It's not an allowable thing to do. You contract or you give a deposit to your fundraiser, let them go to work doing the research that they need to do to find you a funder that can help give you what you need. Now, oftentimes you can contract that person and put them in the grant as a contract person. But remember this, even when you get a grant, the grants are reimbursable. They're not advanceable. Sometimes, every now and then, you could find a grant that might pay you something up front, but usually those are more for the goods, not the service. If you need a computer system, maybe they can give you the dollars of advance for a computer system, but they won't give you that money in advance to pay the person that's training the people using the computers. So there is a difference in what we look for when we're trying to help you get funding. And as we talk about qualifying, one of the things that we do in my checklist for you in the assessment process is make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row. And so we at WePete Inc., the Kingdom Fundraisers Network, we want to help assess your organization so that we can help match that vision that you have with funders that will fund that organization. And we have a variety of tools, being of your large or small. We have the tool that we need to help do that. And generally in that first 90-day period, everybody, in that first 90-day period, we can help you do that. Generally, literally, I can probably do it in 30 days. I can't speak for everyone. But in the qualifying aspect of the work that we do, it's making sure you have your ducks in a row. And even if you chose not to work with me or a fundraiser, you'll have everything in your computer systems today that you need to answer the questions that fundraisers want. And that's important. It saves time, it saves energy, and all of those things. So if you already have it, sometimes you can do it yourself. One of the other things that we pride ourselves in doing is getting your organization ready. Part of the organizational development plan is getting your organization ready really to do it yourself. So if something in the city, you happen to be at a community meeting, for example. One of my posts yesterday was talking about community mapping. And if you go back on Facebook, you can find that post about that reel about community mapping and how in the city of Youngstown, all of the small agencies right around the neighborhood we were in met together and created what was called the Envision Center, which was funded by HUD. And it wasn't a large grant because many of us already had resources. That what we really did in community mapping was brought the resources together to meet the needs of the neighborhood. By doing different things together, we met a larger goal. Come on, somebody. Sometimes working together allows you to meet a larger goal. And here in Florida, I'm working with an organization and a couple other organizations, including right now the city of Palm Bay, to create this type of community map to create services for the area. That's a part of what we do at WePete Inc. to help you create those things that you need in order to be successful. Oftentimes we're looking for money when it's really in your own backyard. And so keep that in mind as we talk about, and as you watch me and you listen to me, what can we do if WePete Inc? Go to my website, www.wepeating. Remember that. Go there, www.wepeateinc.com, and get my information so that we can help you become the best fundraiser that you like to be. I have a goal. In between now and January 2026, one goal is to have 1 million prayer warriors around the world. That's what my 1 minute prayer group. But my goal for Kingdom Fundraisers is to have 10 $100,000+ fundraisers. I want to help you all. And that's not a big goal. $100,000 fundraiser is not a big goal. I always tell folks I want 6-figure fundraisers. $999.99. I make you a skip. Wouldn't you love to be one of those 6-figure fundraisers? I would love for you to be so. Brother Sunshine, I'm a professional podcaster. Good to see you. I'm gonna post that there. Let me read that. I'm a professional podcast promoter. I've been promoting podcasts for over 6+ years, and I have great experience in podcasts. Well, you reach out to me. You got my website there, bro. Reach out to me when this is over. I'd love to talk to you. You can go to my Facebook page. I posted it a little bit ago. Go to Pastor WIllie, Pastor W. Pete on Facebook. You'll find me. Connect and let's see what we can talk about. Listen, what I want to get back to what I'm here to do. And I'm here to make sure I'm helping you become the kingdom fundraiser that God has called you to do. Okay? And as a kingdom fundraiser, then you have goals in mind. God has called you and given you a vision for your neighborhood or for your community. And for me, fundraisers are people who want to provide services to different individuals. I remember when my son, just several years ago, when my son was in a choir. And while they were in the choir, they were trying to go on the road and do some traveling. And he came to me, in his choir, they came to me to ask for help on fundraising. And I'd never done anything like that before. So I leaped into it, and my goal was to try to help them find some money. When I hit brick walls, I realized that the fundraising game was a lot heavier than what I thought it would be. And so I began to do some training. I was blessed by one of the members of the church. They got me into a grant writing, fundraising training program, very much like, well, mine is much more extensive to them, but a fundraising program that taught me some of the nuts and bolts. Then I continued my education because I was a professor in college to be able to understand nonprofit management, how to work with communities and organizations. I actually taught those things on the college level and learn how to help you become a kingdom fundraiser. And as a result, after learning those things, I began to realize there were more people like me who were hitting brick walls, like you who are hitting brick walls. And my goal is to help you find the road that you need to become successful, which is why we created the Kingdom Fundraisers Network, why we wrote the 5 R's for Successful Fundraisers, why we have the Startup to Sustainability book and guide. have the tools to help you go from startup to sustainability. And so my question is, what will it take to help me to get you where you want to go? So that's why I say, connect to me right here at WePeteInc.com. Go to my Facebook page and DM me. I want help. I have questions. I'll even answer your questions and help get you to the goal that you want to go to. Let me go over a couple of things for you today that might help you become that. I want to talk to you briefly about capacity building. One of the goals, I'm trying to find the one note that I really don't want to leave out today. And I make many goals. Can I do this? Can I pause? Let me take you to this grant writing mini course that I just completed. I'm going to give it to you. This is the course overview. It's an introduction in fundraising grant writing. It is designed to help beginners understand essential components of successful grant proposals, from research to preparation to writing to submission. That's ready for you now. What is grant writing? These things are already in my 5 R's for successful fundraising for you. It's online on the WePete page. You can get those things now. There's not only a book and guide, there's a course that you can do it yourself, or we can connect and teach it. So the first course, what is grant writing? How about understanding the grant cycle? Identifying funding opportunities. When I say I want to assess your organization, in the assessment, we identify funding opportunities. And then we go through the application process, which is one of those things I teach your organization to do, how to apply. Grant writing and fundraising application process is no different than going to a bank or a credit union for a loan. You have to qualify. The research and funding opportunities is the third part of that course, module 2. Finding grant opportunities and understanding those guidelines. What are they asking you for? And do you have it? And if you don't, how do we get it? Then building relationship with funders. That's the 5th R in my 5R book. The 5R book talks about research, write, read, review, and then relationships. I promise you, go get the book. You will find out these tools will help you go from startup to sustainability. And then if you're having a difficulty or problem, then give me a call. We'll work it with you. The third module in my program, preparing your proposal. Essential components of grant proposal. You know what they are? No. Here you go. There's a cover letter, executive summary, the need assessment, statement of need. How about your project description? Can you clearly define what you want to do for the people you serve? That's important to know. You want to clearly define what you want to do for the clients that you serve. To the funder, it needs to be clear. Your budget and your budget narrative. There's one thing to say, because a lot of people don't know the difference between the budget and the narrative. One thing to say, I need $3,500. What are you going to do with it? That's the narrative. Clearly explain the narrative. Then an evaluation plan. What is an evaluation plan? I'm glad you asked. The evaluation plan is what you use to determine if you were successful or not. It tells the funder if you were able to accomplish your goals and your objectives and how you did that. And then your organizational information. You want to be able to tell your story, your mission statement, tell your story, your background, your history, your plans and your goals. Those are very important in fundraising. How about crafting a compelling statement of need? Part of that is in the training that we offer in this one-on-one course. I'm going to be launching this course. I want to make it available to you all. You can do it yourself. I already have something in that form that's on my website as a needs assessment or an assessment of your organization. When we talk about the development, offer that in the beginning of, it's even on my website. When you sign on to make an appointment with me, you can do the short assessment there. And that's important for me to know how I can help you or if I can't. And so, but you want to have that. And so we want to make sure that you have your needs assessment, which articulates the problem. using data and evidence if you have any. For new organizations, you don't have a lot of data, but I can show you how to use, maybe you've just been doing Bible study with 15 youth or helping them do their homework at your home because you've been helping your kids and they brought their friends over and you ended up helping 5 kids get better grades in school. That's a history. How do we develop that history into a format that funders would be interested in? Developing a strong project description. You want to define your goals and objectives, outline activities and timelines, and then your expected outcomes. We use the thing that we call the logic model to help you accomplish that. Module 4, writing and editing that proposal. Now, we said that you want to research, the first one, research, then you want to write, then you want to read, you want to write it, or you want to read, you want to follow up, you want all of those things, you want to edit and make sure it's clear. You want the right language and the right tone, avoiding the common pitfalls. I've already told you that. I give you that up front. You can go to my website and get that now. 10 mistakes fundraisers make. Then reviewing and editing that proposal. Proofreading. I want to say it again. Read it again, and then read it again. Then you get feedback from other people. Here's why. Sometimes you can read your things and it makes sense. Let somebody else read it. And if it doesn't make sense to them, then we need to go back and correct it, okay? And then you want to ensure that you're compliant and meet the guidelines of them funders. They tell you what they want, when they want it, and how they want it. And you want to follow instructions to the letter. Because they'll pass that bad boy out. Follow the instructions to the letter. Are you with me? Does that make sense, everybody? Then you want to finalize and then submit that. Watch this. Submitting your proposal is very important because sometimes we miss 1-minute deadlines and it's through. Your module 5 is post-submitting reporting. You got to follow up with the funder. You got to do grant management and reporting. And then you need to evaluate your proposal success. That's at the end of the day, if they say, okay, now you want to do the right thing. You want to follow up with those funders. You want to make sure you're building a relationship with the funder. The reason why we go back to relationship with funders is because they have extra money sometimes. Maybe somebody else did not complete their grant in the right way, and they took that money back, or they had an extra, some other money come in. At the end of the year, usually in Thanksgiving time, we have what they call Giving Tuesday. And at the end of the year, many funders have I forgot the right term, and I'm sorry, but they have extra resources. And back in Ohio, they used to call us at the end of the year, have $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 extra sitting there. Can you use it? Of course, and I would always be prepared because, I remember once we got $25,000 from an organization that had extra funds. Yeah, you can do a lot with that, especially during holiday time for your clients. So you want to be prepared, build relationship with them so that you can do so. And so that's part of the thing that we want to help you do in understanding, in your grant writing course, and in building your company. So much stuff for y'all that I really want to make sure that you get so that you can be the best fundraiser and you can help your organization grow. You can learn yourself to be a fundraiser and to raise money for the vision that God called you to. Start up to sustainability course. That part of our course helps you be able to get your state recognition, your EIN number, your federal tax ID number, all of the different numbers and qualification. Some folk call them, SOARS number, all of your numbers, so that you qualify. After you qualify with those organizations, because every one of them are going to ask you for your numbers. Do you have your ducks in a row? Once you get those numbers, then you want to begin to do the research. We can teach you to do the research, or we can do the research with you or for you. But we have 3 tiers: do it yourself, do it with you, or do it for you. Just that simple. 3 tiers: do it yourself, teach you how to do it yourself. We have it. We can give it to you, and you can do it yourself. Or if you want help, we'll do it with you. or we can do it for you. And those things will help you become successful in fundraising. My desire, and as we talk about going from startup to sustainability, my desire, my goal for our organization really is to become the agent of change for you and to help you learn how to do it. Find someone in your organization. We're looking to contract with a large organization out of Washington State. And what our conversation this week was, we will come in and we'll do the assessment of your organization and get you ready. Now, once we do that, I shouldn't say not once, while we're doing that, we're doing the research to find funders that match the vision that we talk about. So if you're telling me you're doing youth or mental health, while we're assessing your organization and getting you ready, we're already researching in mental health, or we're researching in you to find what that vision or who matches that vision so we can get funding. Once we do that, the next goal is to begin, in their case, teach their staff how to be able to do what we do. Why? When funding shows up, I was telling a group Wednesday night, I was telling a group Wednesday night, don't wait to call me until we meet again. If you see something on the map, give me a call, because oftentimes funding opportunities, they come and they go. So if there's a funding opportunity available today, it may not be there next week. So you can't wait. So that's why time is of essence. If you have a vision that you want to be made clear, that you want to work, give me a call. Go to my Facebook page, book a strategy session with me, DM me on Facebook, and ask your questions. Let me know what you need. Let me see if I can help you. Pray for us, because we're getting these new tools ready to post on our website. I ask you to pray for my VA, my virtual assistant, as well as my production manager. Him and his family have been ill the whole month. We've been getting stuff done, but we're behind on posting and getting these documents into your hand. But it's all about God's timing, and I know we're going to get it done. But remember, go to my website. Courses and materials are there for you now. But look forward. We have new things coming your way real soon. God bless you. Thank you for joining me today. I know I talk fast sometimes because I have so much to give and so little time to give it to you. But I'll be back, Lord willing, this time next week with Kingdom Fundraisers Network, live with Pastor Willie, with more helpful tips. I'm stuttering today, y'all. I'll be back this time next Friday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, with the Kingdom Funders Network Live, with fundraising tips to help you go from startup to sustainability, and that will help you get your vision off of the paper and onto the pavement. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.